Paving this shit crank.
What's up, you guys? The violence continue. I don't know when we're going to take a break from this violence, but this violent situation took place in the prison in Iowa, you guys. Wow, we already know it's dangerous in prison, but woof, let's get into this story. Nurse officer dead after inmate attack at Iowa prison. And this story happened 10 hours ago, you guys. A nurse and a correctional officer at a prison housing some of Iowa's most dangerous offenders, you guys said offenders, died on Tuesday after an inmate carried out an attack on staff members and other inmates. State officials said the attack happened around 10:15 a.m. in the prison infirmary at the state penitentiary, the eastern Iowa city of Anamosa, according to a statement from the Iowa Department of Corrections. The department said that it was still confirming details of what took place and that the state police were also investigating. This is really, really sad. What the department can confirm is that an inmate attacked multiple staff members and inmates in the prison infirmary, you guys. And I'm not sure what the infirmary is. I think it's the medical portion of it. As a result of their injuries, a correctional nurse and correctional officer has died, the department said in a statement. Wow, that's sad. The department said that additional security staff arrived after the attack and restrained the inmate, whose identity was not immediately released. Employees began attempting first aid on those injured until paramedics arrived. No other details were immediately available, including whether any other staff or inmates were injured. Department spokesman Cord Overton said he anticipated releasing additional information later Tuesday or Wednesday. But they just said at the top that there was some inmates injured. So now they're saying they're not certain. Okay. The deaths are believed to be the first time. Okay. An Iowa prison staff member has been killed by an inmate since 1969. Good gracious. When Iowa State Penitentiary Officer Sam Reed was assaulted and stabbed by inmate Ed N. Clark, inmates took a dozen staff members hostage during a 1981 riot at that prison, but none were killed. Okay. But still, that's still like, no. Governor Kim Reynolds said the state was grieving the deaths of two public servants who were attacked while on duty at the Anamosa State Penitentiary. Wow, this is sad. My prayers and deepest condolences are with their families, friends, and colleagues as they begin to cope with this senseless tragedy, she said. We will exhaust every available resource to deliver justice to those who committed this act and bring a sense of closure and peace to the victim's family, you guys. There's going to be no peace and closure regardless. The prison housed about 945 inmates in both maximum and medium security wings and has around 320 staff members. So you need more staff members. The inmates include those convicted of murder and other violent crimes. More than 1,000 inmates and staff at the prison have tested positive for coronavirus in the last year, including during a major outbreak that briefly made Jones County one of the nation's worst hotspots. 6 have died of complications from the virus, the most at any prison in Iowa, according to department data. But as of Tuesday, no inmates or staff at the prison were known to be positive. AFSCME Council 61 President Danny Holman, whose union represents Iowa correctional employees, said the workers were the first killed by an inmate since he started at the union in 1988. He said he was still gathering information about what happened. Sad day, he told the Associated Press. From my perspective, that is a failure of the system. I don't know how or why or any particulars, but somebody failed because those two employees are not getting to go home this evening. Democrat Senator Todd Taylor, ranking member of the Justice System Appropriations Subcommittee, called the deaths a horrible tragedy and said his thoughts and prayers are with the victims' families, neighbors, and co-workers. In addition to ensuring that justice is served, we must also ensure that state leaders address chronic understaffing and other systematic problems at our prisons before we have more deaths, he said. Of course, like I said, they were understaffed. That's the problem. Inmates have routinely assaulted staff at Anamosa, including several incidents involving punches and kicks that caused injuries and required medical treatment in the last year. So why are they allowing these inmates to get out and do the same stuff again within, the population, however you call it? Oh, God, 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 God. This is really, 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 really sad. Last month, an inmate struck an officer in the face, and another responding officer injured his hand during a struggle with an inmate. Both officers were treated and released from a hospital. Last July, an inmate struck a captain several times with a pointed piece of aluminum. Oh my God. This is horrible, you guys. See, they're understaffed at this place, and they definitely need somebody's help. Because if they don't get no help, oh wow, I really believe that this is going to be something that's going to keep happening over and over again, and I don't know. I don't know. Some of these prisoners are not meant to be rehabilitated. Some of these prisoners need just to go ahead and get the death penalty and just call it what it is, because they don't seem like they want to get their act together. They want to just continue to attack. Okay, in 2016, the late inmate Justin Kessner, used a crude piece of metal to assault an officer at the prison, leaving him with severe facial contusions. That attack came 1 year after Kessner managed to escape from the highly secure Iowa State Penitentiary in Fort Madison. There's something definitely going on with this prison, because how is it that these people can escape from a highly guarded prison? How do you escape that? So that tells me that there's something definitely going on in that prison that needs to be addressed, and that number one is they need to revamp their whole system. What my thoughts are is the most violent prisoners need to be they need to be locked up totally all the time, because as soon as they get a inch, they're gonna hurt somebody. That's just their nature. That's just who they are. They don't care. They were like, what do I have to lose? I'm already in prison for the rest of my life, so guess what? I have nothing else to lose. What can they do except for lock me down? Okay, they'll lock me down, and then I'll get out and I'll be back in population. So I think that it needs to be something way more strict, way, way, way more strict than what's going on right now, because it seems like these prisoners, like, they're escaping. We had another prisoner that out here in California, they let loose a murderer by accident, and this dude, they're still looking for him, and he killed, and he probably, whoever testified against him, he's probably looking for them. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about, the carelessness and the people not wanting to do their jobs. So I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the death penalty. I said it, but I don't know if I could actually sit there and know that I made a choice to end somebody's life. Yes, they might have ended somebody else's life, but I don't know if I would be the person that could actually do that and still be okay with it. I just really don't know what is there to do, to people that is like this guy that committed these heinous crimes. These people went to work, probably kissed their loved ones and made plans, and all of a sudden now those very plans that they made are never going to surface because this inmate decided to take out and be violent against people that didn't even see it coming. They didn't even see it coming. And if he did have a vendetta against them, that ain't the way to do it. You took these people's lives forever. Their family members will never be able to embrace them again. Their family members will never be able to talk to them again. Their family members will never be able to hear them laugh ever again. You made a decision as judge, jury, and executioner. So, like I said, I don't know if I could do that, but if they enacted the death penalty on this joker, I don't think anybody would really care. You know? I feel bad for his family because they probably feel the same thing. This joker will never change. He's going to continue to do the same things, but now you could bet your bottom dollar if they don't put him on death row, he'll never in his life get out. And I think with that level of violence, he should be isolated by himself. He shouldn't get any special treatment. I wouldn't allow him to get packages. I wouldn't allow him to get letters. I wouldn't allow him. I would let him live as a dead man, like he doesn't even exist, and let him see how that feels. And I wouldn't have any sympathy for him because he didn't have sympathy for the people that he killed. That's probably how I would do it. And my way may not be the best way, but hey, it works for me in my head. But you guys, until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Hit that post notification bell. Hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We would love to have you. And again, thank you everyone that visit my channel. Even if you're not subscribed, thank you anyway. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you have any comments, leave them in the in the comment box, and I'll get to you. And I'm going to try to find that movie that I was talking about when I did the last story. Okay, you guys take care. All right? Bye.